Next we have mechanism of photosynthesis. This is most important, most important in your exam. Every year one question will be asked. 4 marks questions will be asked from this topic. Every year about in option or otherwise for 4 marks or 2 marks or 1 mark or otherwise in objective anywhere this question you can see. So for this what I am doing going to make is I am not discussing now. I will discuss this in a separate class with some good clippings, some animated videos. Why? Because this covers most of the photosynthesis topic. So, on a special day, on any other day, I will discuss with a nice clippings this mechanism of photosynthesis. If you understand this, it is helpful for your next topics in nutrition chapter. So now we will shift to another topic here. So this is there here stepwise will be there, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So we are not going to discuss that all. And now we are entering into a new topic here, heterotrophic nutrition. This is most important. Till now we have discussed about autotrophic nutrition. Open your fair notes and see starting in classes which we discussed there. Autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition I given the flow chart. So this autotrophic was completed. Now it is heterotrophic nutrition. So hetero means what here? Other. Hetero means other. Trophic means supplying food. So they supply food from other organisms. They themselves won't prepare the food material. They depend on another organism for food. For example, human beings. Human beings will depend upon biryani, that is made up of chicken, hen, that means or a goat or anything whatever. That means we are depending on another animals here or plants even. We are depending on other plants or animals or mushrooms or paneer. Whatever product comes from plants and animals, we are dependent. That's we are called as heterotrophs. Heterotrophs. And the type of nutrition is called as heterotrophic nutrition. So this you need to remember that. What is a heterotrophic nutrition here? The type of nutrition which is dependent on another organism in search of food is called as heterotrophic nutrition. So if you see a good example here, we discussed about amoeba. So amoeba, what it is doing here? First, amoeba will identify its food with the help of a false feet. This is called as a false feet. Pseudopodia. Pseudo means false. Podos means podos. Podos means feet. False feet. So it absorbs first the food material. It will identify the food material. After identifying, the shape of the food-like structure will be occupying the food material. That means if this is a food material, it occupies by engulfing. This process is called as engulfing. After that, the total pseudopodia will be closed. And then what will happen? There is no space to exit the food material or the small organism from the pack. So this is called as engulfing. That means first it will identify the food material, then it will cover the food material, then after that it closes the exit of the food material, then it will absorb into the body. And this type of nutrition is called as heterotrophic nutrition. It is depending on another food material. It is not preparing from sunlight. It is depending on another organism for food. So inside that engulfing, it consists of a food vacuole. And you know that amoeba consists of a single cell. In 8th class you have read about that. So uninucleated cell, it consists of only one single cell, and then it engulfs that with the help of food vacuole. Then it digests the food material. So this is what entire we are explaining about heterotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition. So heterotrophic nutrition means here one organism depending on another organism in case of food materials. So that is called as heterotrophic nutrition. Can we prepare our own food with the help of sunlight? No, we cannot prepare. Though we can prepare at a kitchen room, but that is not actual preparation. So it must involve some biochemical reactions. So then only we can say it is autotrophic nutrition. So when any organism cannot prepare its own food material and depend on another organism for food, it is called as heterotrophic nutrition. So in this type only, in heterotrophic nutrition, we have different types of nutrition again. One is saprophytic nutrition and one is holozoic nutrition. and one is parasitic nutrition. So in our syllabus, parasitic nutrition is most important. So what is that parasitic nutrition is here? A small discussion here. If for example you have a bitten with a snake, so that means here a human is getting harmed here with the bite of snake, or otherwise a snake has given a bite to a frog. That means here snake is biting the frog and snake is eating the frog. So if any organism getting harmed and killed, then that kind of nutrition is called as parasitic nutrition. For example, anaconda. Anaconda harms human organism and it eats human organism also. That means an individual. This type of eating is called as parasitic nutrition. Not only that, have you seen Nepenthes? Nepenthes plant will be there. So a colored lead will be present. Insects will be trapped here. That also comes under parasitic nutrition. And Venus flytrap, like this, thorns will be there for that plant, and then it closes any organism if it is coming into it. So that type of nutrition is called as parasitic nutrition. So heterotrophic nutrition you understood. Then it consists of types: saprophytic, holozoic, and parasitic. So parasitic nutrition we will be having, that we will discuss in next coming class.